You see 300 and going up on the high side, but only 76 on the low side. Let me turn off the nitrogen. So I'm only feeding through the high side only. I'm looking for that slow leak from yesterday. I'm back this morning and I'm going to pressurize. I'm going to get the nitrogen. I have the nitrogen turned off right now. So you see how high it is over here and how slow it goes to the expansion valve. Because not all expansion valves just let all the refrigerant charge or pressure go right through the system. This is brand new system from the other day's video. So right now I have the high side up over 300 psi. So let me go get an ultrasonic leak detector, start looking for leaks. And this is not on this vehicle, but I want to show you something. A lot of guys don't know these are available on a lot of Mercedes on your subcooling side. You see this thing here? It fits on some of the Mercedes. I think it goes in this direction on this side, right there. And it goes like this, and it feeds up behind the grille, and it sits behind the bumper. So it's like your subcooling section. That will go. Is this a subcooling or was it the hot gas? Shoot, now I forget. I'm retarded. But this is part of the condenser. It's the second half of the condenser. A lot of guys don't. And I've seen a lot of guys delete this and just use the condenser because this may have gotten smashed in an accident or it leaked or whatever. And so they go, oh, I'm smart. I'll just make a hose right off the condenser. And then they end up with really poor air conditioning. And this is what you would put on your vehicle now, especially in hot weather. You'd even add something like that. And what you would do is you have your condenser. You see your condenser right here. Now say you had a condenser that does not have a receiver dryer on it, like this one. It does not have a subcooling. All it is 2 or 3 passes of refrigerant going through a universal microchannel. There's no subcooling. All it is getting rid of the hot gas and condensing it, barely a liquid, by the time it gets over to the receiver dryer. So what you do is you take your multi-pass universal condenser, you run it into a receiver dryer, especially if the receiver dryer was mounted over here. Then out of the receiver dryer, it's liquid. Then you go through a subcooling condenser. This is the one that's going to drop the temperature of your liquid. And then you feed that to the expansion valve. And that's how you would get better AC performance out of your old Mercedes that has that second condenser in it. You just basically get a universal because they don't have the receiver dryer built in them. They don't have a subcooling section. And you either use the old one or you buy a new microchannel one that's about as wide as this, but it's just not thick. You know, it's about that high, sometimes a little higher. It has 8, 10, or 12 microchannel passes in it, and you mount that as your subcooler behind somewhere in the airflow. I'll see you guys later. Let's find this leak. Yeah, I got that set up high.